Hello and welcome to your first verse scripting tutorial. Today we'll be going over creating your first script, using print statements, and creating a variable. You may be wondering what a print statement or a variable is. Print statement is any information you want to appear in this output log. So if you were to write print 1, you would simply see a 1 down here. A variable you can think of like a box with a name on it that has information inside of it. And anytime you want to find that box, just put in the variable name and you get all the information you need. First, you want to head on over to your Verse Explorer. If this is not visible, we will go on over to Window, Load Layout, Default Editor Layout. Now because mine is visible, we're going to go over to our project name, right click and add new file to Verse project. Now we're going to name this file. For the sake of this video, I'll be calling it test device. We will then click create. And to open it, we simply double click on it. Now because I have Visual Studio pre-installed, this window is just going to be opening up nice and easy. If you don't, Epic Games should prompt you to install Visual Studio. If it doesn't, I'll have links in the description to download Visual Studio. Alright, first thing, you should see print hello world, and print 2 plus 2 is equal to 2 plus 2. Now, this first print statement, as I said earlier, will simply print hello world. Now let me show you how to create your own print statement. We'll see this on begin function. Everything we put under this is going to happen once the game begins. To begin creating a print statement, you want to type print, parentheses, quotations. Inside of those quotations, you can say whatever you want. We'll say hello world. Now, quotations are any time you'd like to use text. So now, you'll see hello world once the game begins. If you want to go ahead and test that, you should go up here, do verse, and build verse code. This will take any changes from your VS Code and import them into our project. Now we can go ahead and over to our content drawer. You can open up your project name, creative devices, and we can drag in that device. And then all we have to do is click launch session. If you already have a session launched, simply click push changes. Now that my session has successfully loaded, I'll head on over to Fortnite. And when I start the game, you'll see hello world appears in the top left. We can also check our log by opening up your inventory or clicking I or whatever your inventory keybind is. And then we can go to log. You will see hello world. Next on our list today, we'll be creating a variable. You can head on over to test device, or whatever you named your script. We will then be creating our very first variable. Inside this on begin, be writing far. This is telling verse we want to create a variable. Then write a name. You can name your variable whatever you want. Can't have spaces. Needs to be one word. I'll be calling mine example number. I will then put a colon, and then I'll be typing int. Now int means to say type integer. Integer is any number that does not have a decimal, so think 0, 1, 2, etc. I'll be going over types in a later video. We'll then say equals, and I'll type 12. We have now created our first variable. Let's say you want to find out the value of example number without going into your code. It would be pretty easy to do this inside a print statement. We'll head on over to our print statement, and inside of these quotations, we'll add curly brackets. Now inside of these curly brackets, we can paste our example number. And you'll see a known identifier, example number. You may ask yourself, well, why does this happen? because verse is reading the script top to bottom. It has no idea where our example number is. So if we simply move it up here, see this error goes away. Now we have hello world, and it will show 12 inside of here because our variable example number is equal to 12. We could write your number is, and it will put 12 here. To see this in game, we can simply do verse, build verse code, push verse changes. You'll then see in game, hello world, your number is 12. For now, that's the end of this video, and in the next tutorial we'll be going over how to create a function, function types, and the types of variables you can create.